Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to RoadCraft, to what is live stream at number 5 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, I hope you're all well. We're back today for 3.5 hours, fingers crossed, or until the drowsiness gets too much and I can't do any more, hopefully. That is the plan for today. It is half term. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. We obviously haven't been able to stream during half term, so this is just one of those days we're actually able to do some streaming. Hopefully we can get a few things done today in RoadCraft. Now, there has been an update yesterday for RoadCraft, nothing major, it was just small bug fixes and stuff. There has also been a update in Assassin's Creed Shadows. That has added in a new crossover mission and a few other bits and pieces. We'll be looking at that on Monday morning, all the new stuff that's been added. It's not much, it's mainly parkour elements, so there's more parkour elements to Shadows, plus this new crossover mission, but we'll be looking at first thing Monday morning once half term is out of the way. I kind of had a decision to make today. Do we do RoadCraft and continue where we left off last week, considering we've not been able to stream this week, or do we do Shadows because it had an update and a few things added? And I kind of made the decision that actually RoadCraft I want to continue on in, and Shadows can wait till Monday, was kind of my thinking. I hope you guys agree. I was going to put it to the vote, but I didn't actually know for definite we could do today's stream until quite late on. Otherwise, it would have been a vote, to be fair. But there we go. Let me just check sound and everything else once I get through all the adverts and everything I've got to listen to, just to look at my own stream. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. There we go. All sorted. So we've got 3.5 hours or until I'm too drowsy to carry on. I'm hoping we'll manage to 3.5 hours. We may even extend to 4, depending how I feel. So we're aiming for about 3:30ish, depending. We did cancel afternoon streams recently because of how drowsy I get in the afternoons. So I'm hoping this we can get through today. Essentially, it's my hope. Hope and the plan. Okay. Just going to do the usual little bits and pieces. In terms of where we are in which map are we on? Let's have a quick read of what I put on the last one. So we're still on the sunken map. We built a bridge to access the north of the map. We unlocked a new base across there. We explored completing objectives along the way. We obtained an archive from the flooded town and explored the mine entrances. We finished the stream as we were transporting a transformer, but the road wasn't being very helpful. That's where we left off last stream, according to what I can see. Massive thanks to everyone who watched the channel update. It was kind of out of the blue channel update. Wasn't expected by anyone, but I needed to put something on there just to say, look, this is what's happening and this is why. So massive thank you to everyone who's watched that. It is very much appreciated. Right. I've done all my prep and stuff I need to do. Let's load in. Continue. And we'll have a look. We're on the sunken map. We're 54% done. I did think we was actually doing quite well. Wrong one. But then you look at how many requests there still are. I don't understand the infrastructure requests completed. They don't seem to count towards 100% completion of a map. So although we do them as we go, it doesn't actually seem to matter. We've still got the east side, northeast to actually unlock yet. We haven't really explored that area. We've done 14 of 23 objectives, and we've done 4 of the 10 side objectives. Let's continue on. So this is the map where they've had a massive earthquake. Things have gone wrong. Crazy Iceman, good morning. How are you? Thank you for putting on Discord. Much appreciated. Tasco, good morning. How are you? Do you not know? I did put a post up yesterday and this morning on the community page. Yeah, it was one of these days we're actually able to stream for a few hours. So it's got to take advantage of it while we can. Like I said, my only concern is we cancelled afternoon streams recently because how drowsy I get. Hopefully, we don't have that problem, but we just don't know. So this is where we left off. We're trying to get the transformer up this road here to here. The problem is we can't make it through this narrow gap. This is what we kind of had to stuck on last episode. Last stream. We were trying to get through this narrow gap to get there, but we can't make it through. Which means we need to find a different route, essentially, We also at some point need to plan a route through here as well, which is going to be a bit concerning. If we go up here, where does this take us? Just straight up, doesn't it? I'm just trying to see if there's another way down. Potentially we can come down here and round this way if we go up. Because we tried for about 10 minutes, I think, at the end of the last stream, trying to get through that little hole there. And the problem is, we just haven't got the power. This is our biggest vehicle for actually carrying the transformer as we needed to use it. And we just haven't got the power. I haven't got the power to even get up there, to be fair. So, what I think is, we go up the hill, and we go round. Come on. So we're stuck on the rocks, aren't we? Try and get this back a bit onto normal ground. That transformer is strapped on, isn't it? Yeah. I was just concerned for a minute it wasn't strapped. Right, come on. So although this is our biggest truck for carrying equipment, why does that... that does not look strapped to me. Unstrap. Strap. There we go. I know it's a visual thing maybe, but it did not look strapped. I bet we can't get up this hill, can we? Okay. Haven't got the juice. It would seem. Only other thing we could do is potentially take it off here and try and get it through. The mall. Oh yeah, potentially we could pick it up on that. It doesn't fit properly. But I think it would get us there to a degree, wouldn't it? That's not a bad shout, actually. I know we talked about it, didn't we? Right. Let's see if we can deal with this different way then. So the mall we know can lift it, but isn't brilliant with it on the back. Where are you? You're there. We have got the big old crane as well. The mobile crane is really big. Just thinking maybe... I think the mall's probably the best bet, isn't it, to be fair? We know it's probably got the beans to get us through. Okay, I think we do that. I think you're right. Bowl crane. Bowl crane. Tankers. Because we did pick it up originally, didn't we? And but it didn't fit in the back fully, so we stopped. And then we put it on the bigger trailer, didn't we? Because of that. But that's the brand new mobile crane we've gained. We'll do something with that in due course. I'm sure we'll get to use it. I think that big crane is intended for this. I think it is intended for the transformer, to be fair. I'm trying to think of the best route to get there. That takes us there. This route takes us there that way. Yeah, if we go right and round, I think that'll take us there. But yeah, Transformers the next thing. Actually, before we crack on, let's have a look at what other missions we have. Objectives. So we've got repair the main substation, which is where we're going to take this Transformer to. And bring steel beams to Lava Quarry. We need to get steel beams there, but to make... I think we've got 6 steel beams made, looking at that. We need 10 in total, though. And there was established a supply route to the Castle Field Camp. That's the one I'm a bit concerned about. Is that supply route? That one's working fine. Why does that need maintenance? Oh, all rewards received anyway. So we can ignore that. All rewards done. Electricity done. Plot route there. There's still some more pipes we're going to need doing at some point. But yeah, currently we have no steel beams being made. We do need 10. That's something we need to look at, actually. I I want. Where's this? That's the concrete slabs there. Who makes steel beams? Depot sand. Steel pipes are over there. Steel beams over here. So we are going to have to go over here at some point and recycle materials to make steel beams by the looks of things. We need 10, we've only got 6. I don't think we make them over here, do we? Mountain base power substation. Oh, steel pipes, castle, oil, workshop. No, we don't make them over here then. The steel beams. Although there could be something over here, maybe. We haven't had a look over there yet. Yeah. I think it's going to be a case of, because if we make them there, they can transport them straight to our base. So potentially that's something we need to do. We'll get to that, I think, in due course. Let's focus on trying to get this substation up and running first, I think. There's a pipe to replace as well, actually. Go into that. That'll be something we need to do. But yeah, we've got to try and get this transformer there. That's got to be our focus more than anything else, is the transformer. Right, if we go right here, we follow this road all the way around then. Hopefully we can lift the transformer on the back. It won't strap brilliantly. As long as we can get it maybe enough. Potentially we can get it where we need to. It may not be the best way of doing it, but I think it might be the way that works for us. How is anyone... Did it strap down, did it? I wasn't sure if it did. Right, yeah, don't go right there. There we go. Let's check and we're going the right way. How is everyone's week going? And what is everyone else currently playing themselves? It's been an interesting week. Me and my family have got into Lego a little bit too much. My little boy's always been into Lego, to be fair. I bought him Minecraft bits and pieces. But yeah, they've kind of got into quite big time. Quite an expensive hobby as well. And we don't really have the room in the house for it all, I've noticed. Right, here we need to go right. But yeah, how's everyone's week? Yeah, I'm currently working on a Lego gauntlet from the actual gauntlet from Marvel Endgame. Is it Endgame? I can't remember. I think that's what it's called. The one that Thanos wore with the click. That one essentially. I'm working on a gauntlet like that at the minute. My little boy's working on a Mario question mark block, and I have a house working on a Harry Potter castle school. But yeah, we kind of got into a bit bad over the last week or so. The weather's not been amazing, that's the thing, so I'm stuck indoors a bit. Okay. Now, around this twisty corner, we are nearly back at our truck, essentially. Let's just put the handbrake on a second. So we can take this little shortcut down here. That will get, and then turn left. That will get us to our truck. And that's where the transformer is, and we'll sort that out and then go from there. Whoa. I've not had a chance to record anything this week at all either. In fact, I've not played anything this week. I've not had the ability to, annoyingly, when everyone's home. School holidays are ridiculous as well. There's far too many nowadays. I don't remember being off school this much when I was a kid. Seems to never be there. But yeah, you reckon this straps down, Crazy Iceman? If it does, that's a as long as we can get through that gap, of course. I want to see if we can get through that gap first, and then we'll come back for the transformer. Because obviously, if this hasn't got much beans, if it hasn't got the beans to get through, we've got the same problem. But I think it should be alright. Yeah, the only issue would be obviously the weight we'll have on the back potentially could be a problem. We'll see. If we get stuck, it may be a case of we take the transformer, put it on the ground, and then pick it up again after that, maybe. We shall see how it goes. Okay, a little bit forward. There we go, perfect. Right, I need to swap vehicles because I need to unstrap. I know I could have just pressed it quicker. There we go. Slightly peed off of the Series X car running quality mode very well. The game results fine. Oh really? Does it not run very well then? How are you finding it though, Tasco? Are you enjoying it? Right, obviously we want to be above this. Okay, I've not played this for about a week, well since Friday, so forgive me if the crane is a bit iffy today, to start with at the very least. Okay, we're up. Whoa. What am I doing? Go round that way. Okay, I need to bring it to me, don't I, a little bit? This is what I find hard when you've got right where you need to be, apart from it needs to come to you slightly. I find that quite difficult, just to give them a little bit of movement. I can do, but I always forget to do as well. There is a rope length that I keep forgetting about. I do need to be able to fold the crane as well, though. That's the other thing. Mine quality of performance mode. I don't know, to be fair. I don't ever check those things. Let's have a look. Settings. Graphics mode quality. Yeah, I don't ever look at any of these things. Yeah, so quality mode for higher graphic quality. But I never change any of that. It's whatever it starts off as, to be fair. R3 mark, I'm using them to mark where I need to repair the road. Shadows, that's what. Oh really? She bought shadows, has she? You're marking. Are you using R3 to mark the roads where you need fixing? That's not a bad shout, to be fair. Yours is janky, is it? Oh, okay. Kind of, I think that's as much as we're going to get it on for a minute. If we undo that, what I want to do is put crane back. Perfect. Can we strap cargo? We can indeed strap the cargo. Anchors. Camera mode. Right, this may be dodgy. Let's see if we can get up the hill. Come on. It's very heavy, and you can see the difference on the mule. No, don't tip. It's not what I wanted to happen. We knew that was a possibility because of the weight. Can't see the. I was going to say I can't see what that is. We're going to try and get this tipping back forwards if we can. I need it into the ground. Come on. I've got the wrong camera, to be fair. Because it's too far out, I think. I think we're upright, to be fair. Obviously, crane being out isn't ideal, but I think we're okay. Fold crane, come on. Ah, I was stuck, but I were with the other vehicle as well. Take low gear off, see if that makes a difference. Come on. This is where you, unlike SnowRunner, where you can put winches on vehicles, we need a winch on this, don't we? Okay. Let's swap vehicle for a second. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can hit this from behind. I know the handbrake's on, which doesn't help. Probably should have taken the handbrake off. I didn't want it moving. Now that's behind though. Let's see if we can hit it. Not moving forward, am I at all? Can't go too far. That one hasn't got a handbrake on, so I'm going to go too far back. Come on. It's good. It's just got. I think there's one slight rock in the place. I might have to reverse and try again. I think there's one rock stopping it. That's not moving anywhere though. Oh, it automatically puts the handbrake on whenever you get out. So actually that won't work because the handbrake's automatically applied whenever you get out of a vehicle. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that, you can't help by pushing each other. Obviously then. I could have done it the other way. Right, we're gonna have to go back and try again, I think. Which is annoying because obviously we've already gone over once. Come on, come on. Low gear help. We'll have to go back again and try. This route is horrible. What we may have to do is build a ramp here maybe, or put some sand or something. We've got to build a... We've actually got to put a route here at some point to travel to and from. So it might mean we need to put a ramp here anyway. Yeah, maybe we need a big crane. There is a backwards way into here, but we haven't unlocked, we haven't been round to see how the route goes. I'm gonna give it one last go. I don't like giving up. Come on, it's so close. I am crane out again. Come on. Needs to be closer down. We fully lose the engine here, that won't be good. Come on. No, I'm just making a hole now. Yeah, I think we need the big crane. Even if we lift the vehicle over the hole. I think we're going to have to put sand here though and build a partial road maybe, to make it so this route's doable, because we are going to need this route. One of the missions is to put a route here. Let's just crane back in for a second. Right, back on wheels at least. But yeah, I'm not getting over there, am I? I was hoping maybe the crane would help us get past. It's not happening, is it? Yeah. We're not fully back on all wheels either, to be fair. Right, I think we've got to rethink this. I think crane... I wonder if just putting sand there would make a difference. Maybe a bit of paving. We could drop it, yeah, no, that's true. We could drop the load. That's probably not a bad shout to try, to be fair. To try... We could put, yeah, we could put the load down on the other side, couldn't we? The only downside is I don't think I can attach her until it's unstrapped. And the minute I unstrap that, it's falling off, isn't it? Although I can pick it straight back up, actually. Okay, anchors. Unstrap cargo. Whoa. Okay, that didn't like that. Doesn't want... It's because I'm on my side. We won't pick it up. Yeah. Ah. Right. Undo that. Doesn't like the fact we're here on this angle. Right, let's unhook it. Okay. Doesn't, yeah. We need the big crane. I think the only answer I've got here is the big crane. I think that's why you're meant to have it, is for the heavy mobile crane. That's why it unlocks at the moment we got this mission. So for me, it makes sense we now use that. Otherwise, why would it unlock? I think that's our only way forward, isn't it? We haven't used this before, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like, speed-wise and driving-wise. But yeah, I think that's the only way forward, is we've got to use this. It's a heavy-duty crane, designed for heavy-duty items like that transformer, so it makes sense. But that's all we need to do. We've wasted a bit of time trying to do it other ways, admittedly, but I thought we'd manage, to be fair, what we were using. I didn't think it would be that much of a problem. Turns out the mule wasn't good enough to get it over either. Okay, we're going to try and get this to where they are then and do it that way. We need to try and it's because I moved the map, isn't it? Right, we're down here, we're heading north, so it's a right hand turn here and follow it round. Yeah, heavy duty crane, it'll be fine. That must, obviously, if you unlock a vehicle and at the same time a new mission appears, I would generally say the new vehicle is designed for that mission. Doesn't mean you have to use it, but as we've found, you want it to be a little bit easier, maybe you should. Essentially. Now the mobile crane, as far as I'm aware, I have got a little bit of experience being around these kind of vehicles in real life. It's not the kind of thing we can drive and carry something. You can get away with it, I doubt we'll be able to. So I think it'll be a pick up and put down, move, pick up, put down. Should have a decent reach though. But yeah, we've now learned what happens if you put something too heavy in something that's not designed to carry something that heavy, i.e. the mule. It's definitely not designed to carry a transformer, essentially. Right, through this little hole here. We have a little bit of issue getting up this hill, I must admit. It struggled a little bit speed-wise, and at last I had to put low gear on, just to make sure we got up. Obviously turning circle isn't amazing, as you'd expect. And obviously this is the first version, so it is the rusty version as well. Come on, make the corner. We have got some money to upgrade vehicles when we're ready to. It's one of those, I try and upgrade vehicles when we're using them, essentially. And obviously as this is a new vehicle for us, essentially. Probably won't be upgraded for a while. Here comes the rain again. We are getting a lot of rain on this map, I've noticed. Come on. Try low range, low gear. Why is it called low gear, not low range? Because I think it is still low range, essentially, isn't it? Okay, I'm hoping to go the other side of the rocks and pick it up from there, but I don't know if there'll be space. For that I need to move the other vehicle. Right, let's fold the crane, anchors that off. Let's reverse. No, let's actually go up first and park up. We know this can get over here, just not with the transformer on the back. Saying that, actually, maybe it can't. Yeah, it can. There you go. Well, that's a big hole I don't want to be in. Right, you can go there for a second. Because we may still need to transport it, I'm not sure. Switch to that, and then I can use that to switch to the big crane. I don't know if that can make it through that gap either. And like I say, we may need to put some sand down or something there, to be fair. Let's see if we can get through there first. It is this gap that's causing the issue. For all our vehicles. Come on, crane. Alright, the crane can get through the gap. That's a good start. Okay. I wonder if we've even put it in the mule. I think we use the big crane, we put it in the mule can drop it off where it's going. Would make the most sense. Because we can't, with the big crane, we can't carry it. Just want this on semi-decent level ground. Right. Anchors. Big boy anchors come out here. This is a crane and a half. We'll change camera. Yeah, stick it in the back of the mule. Mule can drive it to where we're going. Job done. We are going to wish we'd done this a lot sooner, I think. I'm hoping I've not gone too far. You thought it was your... Oh, it was a lot of rain on yours, was there? Look at that, lifting it with ease. We so should have done this sooner. Sun's out though, rain stopped. Yeah, so should have done this sooner. Would have sped things up, wouldn't it? Right, we're going to put it in the back of the mule because we can just deliver it then. I think we're basically there. Because I can't quite see. Yeah, I think we're there. Don't tip over, don't tip over, don't tip over. Strap load, there we go. Right, let's go and deliver it. And then at least that's job done. Well, it's taken us a while to get this up here, but using the right vehicles makes a big difference. We live and learn. We've got to use the correct vehicles next time. Yeah, we need to deliver this. We should be able to do this with the mule. It's not going to be amazing, but we should be able to deliver this with the mule's crane. Because if we haven't got far to take yet, we should be okay. Still need to get better at crane usage. Go on. Transformer in position. As I say, it's taken us longer than it should have done, to be honest. But it's there. Okay, so with this though, we need to fix a pipe, don't we, still? So where's the damaged pipe? Somewhere along here is a damaged pipe. We also need to get a pipe for this. Oh, it's there. There's a damaged pipe that we need to fix. So for this we need to get ourselves a pipe, which we haven't got any so far. Thank you for the like, what much appreciated. So we need to, there's a pipe factory there that's not running at the minute because it's got no power, so we can't use that one. We can get pipes across though to our main base. Badger, good afternoon, how are you? So let's think, our pipe factory's over here. Where is it? There. That will make pipes, I believe. Yeah, steel pipe. We need rubble there though. We haven't got any vehicles nearby, have we? I think there's lots of rubble nearby that we can sell essentially. We just need something nearby to take it. So vehicle wise, mobile crane. Where's our mobile crane currently? Over there. Why was it over there for? Okay, so our mobile crane's there. What I'm thinking is, that was for the other mission, wasn't it? If we go to garage, mobile crane. That's the mobile crane, isn't it? The bay cow. If we retain that and then deploy, hopefully we should be close enough to put some stuff in there. Get a pop. We only need one pipe for the minute made, as we don't have any. So we head towards the actual pipe factory, because then they can send them over to your base, and then we can use it over the other side where the bridge is, essentially. I don't know if I need to bring it to the base or to the thing or not. I can't remember if we have to or not. It just stays in storage. We also then need to make 4 steel beams as well. Yeah, lots of metal here that we can recycle. We haven't done much on the recycling part, to be fair. We've not really needed to until recently. It's, not drive over it all. This turns quite sharply, this does. I completely forgot as I made the corner. You tell me you can't... Ah. Come on. I took the corner too sharply, essentially. I can get over. So all we need to do is drag a piece of metal. There's a couple of things here, to be fair. Just got to get a piece of metal over there, really. There's a couple of bits on the floor here. Don't know what the reach on the crane is, to be fair. I'm going to be in the way, hang on. Am I in the way? Yeah. I thought that would still be... If that's delivering stuff, why does that not deliver stuff? Like rubble for us. Right. I can't remember the reach on this, but if we've got enough reach, then we may be able to just grab one of those containers over there. That's what I'm hoping. Is that all my reach? Is that all my reach? Okay, that reach isn't as good as I was hoping, to be fair. But these, we can put... Okay, can't lift that up anymore. Okay, we should still reach the actual area for the recycling. And this can go in it. Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more reach. Come on. Or maybe I can't reach it. Is that it? Is that all my reach is? That is all my reach, that's ridiculous. That's not going to count, is it? No. Ah, I really thought our reach was better than that. Our reach is rubbish then. Why is that not recycled? Maybe it's not enough. We'll deal with that in a minute. Right, what I'm thinking then is I'm gonna put one of the big metal things on the floor essentially and do it that way. I really thought we had a lot more reach on this. So far, I wouldn't say we've done an amazing job so far. Oh, are they're metal containers I don't think can be picked up then? Okay. I'm saying for something big metal, that's the thing. They can't be picked up. By the looks of things. They can. Oh, actually, there's better metal over this way. Oh, I wonder if I can drive whilst picking something up. I know you're obviously not meant to, it's not going to be safe, is it? But I wonder. We've got the metal pipes over here. Anthony, good morning, how are you? As you know, we vote on everything, Anthony, so until it wins a vote, which it hasn't done yet, we can't do it. We have said about doing it a couple of times, but it's just never won the vote. So until it wins a vote for actually be played, we won't do it on the channel. At some point, I'm sure it will win. But currently, there's always been something better to play. But I hope you're well, Anthony. Hope your week's going well. Okay, so we can do this. It's not the safest, but we can do that. But how are we? Not enough for a steel pipe yet. Why is that mark? That can't be the right type of recycling then, that there. Okay, so we can drive while carrying these small pipes. It's not the best way of doing things, but it's better than nothing. They're not very heavy, so it doesn't seem to matter. I didn't think we'd be able to drive, to be fair. I thought it'd tip us over. Yeah, Thursday afternoon today. Yeah, I've probably taken that a little bit too tight. Swing around. Is that enough for a pipe? Not quite enough for a pipe still. Won't pick it up yet. There we go. We'll swing it on the back. Just reverse it in there and quickly chuck it down. Well, it is a bit slower going backwards. Currently we only need one. If we can get the other pipe place working up north, we can then use that in future. But yeah, one more and we should have it. And then I'm hoping I don't need to move it, but I don't know for sure. Go. Last one, and then that's our pipe made. And then we can use the mule to pick it up. And that'll be well, that's our job done then, hopefully. Okay, one steel pipe made. Now, does that go to storage, or do we need to take it to storage ourselves? That's my only question. So, if we now go to our garage over the river, where do we see this? Obviously, stuff comes out here. I think we need a vehicle here, don't we? So, if we recall the mule. That's the only vehicle we can use currently that we've got. That's good enough to do the cranes and the carry things. We normally stream every day in the mornings, Anthony, but because this is half term in the UK, we've not been able to. Are you not subbed already, Anthony? You joined us enough. I thought you'd subbed already, to be fair. But yeah, we don't have another crane truck, actually, that we can use, do we? I said this before, I don't like using the same vehicle over and over again. But actually on this, we don't have much choice. You have one vehicle for like each type of job, it would seem. So, if we recall the mule, that's the Veron, that's the Tiger, that can only carry things. It was the crane that we need. Right, we deploy that. What we need to do, storage is over there. You think we've got to move it from there? That's what we're just about to find out. Resource storage. came up a second ago. I've gone too far through it. Yeah, we don't have the steel pipe. So we have to move it from where it is currently. How do you accidentally press the unsub? There's no such thing as accidentally. Same as subscribing. There's no way you can do it accidentally, Anthony. That's harder to do than meaning to do it, to be fair. Okay, so we need to move this pipe then from over here to our tunnel base. Put it in storage there. Seems to be the only thing we can do here. So for that then, we'll take out the steel pipe we've just made, which is there. We will attach it to our crane. Hang on. And what I might do is just carry it on the back as we are now, like we did the other ones. It's not a massive journey. Get this where we needed to go. I know that we shouldn't really carry things like this, admittedly. Okay. We've never done face cam, Anthony. I do it for certain videos, obviously, talk to the camera. The reason being is because of my injuries, I have to move around a lot. There's no point in having a camera on when I'm not going to be in it half the time because I'm constantly moving to make sure that I'm comfortable, make sure my back doesn't go too far, and that kind of stuff. So there's no point in having a face camera. One day, hopefully, we'll be in a position where I'm more comfortable sitting in one position for longer. But until that happens, unfortunately, there's not much we can do. But yeah, we've never had face cam. Obviously, the update videos and stuff, I just talk to the camera. It's just easier to do them that way. But I think you've got me confused with someone else if you think we used to do face cam, because it's not something we've ever done. Right, this is slow and steady, but I'm hoping we're okay. The only downside I suppose we've got is if the crane tips us over, or if there's loads of mud like that. Come on. Thought it wouldn't be an issue to get up here, to be fair. Low range back on. Really struggling. Because that mud kind of came out of nowhere. That didn't seem muddy when we first came across it. Why? No, you're all good. It's not personal or anything. I thought I answered the question perfectly fine. Okay, let's go back. For some reason I can't get up there. The mud's kind of dug in. It's because obviously the terrain changes the more you use it. So the more we've used this route, the more this terrain has changed. And as you can see, this bridge is now becoming a bit unusable. We've made a big divot at the bottom of it where it's been used so much. So that bridge now is slightly unusable. Right, we need to go round this way and up this road here then. But this is what this game does really well, is the terrain changes so much the more it's used, and with the rain and stuff as well. So you really have to kind of redo roads if you have alternative routes. Okay, hopefully this route will work. This is why you get the failed routes after a while, because they've damaged the ground so much by going over it so many times. Come on. Probably should turn off all them failed routes, to be fair. They're all complete, there's no more rewards coming from them. Okay, probably turn off low gear now. Up the hill we go, pipes bouncing around, as long as we don't damage it. I don't think you can damage it, to be fair. But yeah, it's not personal, Anthony, you're far from it. I thought did I answer your question? And the face, you don't need a face reveal when every month we do, well, every week we do a video with my face in it. And we do a video once a month with my face in it as well. So 5 times a month at least is a video of my face in it. Right, we want it in that one there. And then it will go across to the other one. It's not been the easiest journey to get this pipe here, but at least it's done. Okay, that should now go into resource storage. You can see it in the top right hand corner, it's showing there now. We have a pipe in our storage. It does make you think of your backup routes, exactly. That's exactly what it does, that's the thing. Right. So now we can, let's put this back together, fold crane. I hate leaving cranes out. So now if we go to our other base across the river, that will now have, in fact we go into there. Resource storage, we can now bring out our steel pipe. There it is. At least that's something we haven't had to do before, where we've never, until now, we haven't had to put something in one base to transfer to another. So at least we now know that kind of works. We can't actually, we assume that's how it works. We've never actually physically done it until just now. So now we do know that is exactly what we're going to do. Although we did know, kind of thing. I know what I mean. When I pick things up, I think I need to be higher up when I pick them up, because that way we can then reduce the rope length that way. Makes it a little bit easier to manoeuvre. That's what I've been going wrong a little bit with some of these. Turn this way. Because all this needs to do is just go down now. Well, stay down. There we go. Strap cargo. Fold crane, anchors. We're ready to rumble. Okay, where are we heading to fix this pipe is the question, isn't it? We are tracking that one. So, pipe is over here, I think we found. Yeah, just here. That's the pipe we're looking for. Let's put a marker on it. The colour doesn't matter, that's where we're going for. Good idea with the markers, Crazy Irishman. Very good idea. So from here, we kind of need to head back to where we were with the transformer, don't we? I'm trying to see if there's an easier route. That's the route. That's the substation there. Where does that go? It goes up and over that way. I think we need to go through the water up here and then left. Yeah, I think let's go for the most sensible route than trying to do something that we don't need to do. We go through the water area and then go basically straight to the substation that way, or the main power station. Makes the most sense. But yeah, some of these routes we're going to have to work on soon, I think, because we are destroying them. Okay, we've got to be a bit careful. This isn't fully able to be driven on. It does go deep in areas, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Keep an eye out for the stones in the water. That kind of gives us a clue of where we can go. Drops off a little bit here, so we've got to be a bit careful. Right, we're okay here. I think we have to go up to the right here and then round, if I remember correctly. I will say the mule is our go-to truck for most things because of the crane ability on it, and it doesn't let you down. Reminds me of the Fleet Star in SnowRunner. It's always my go-to. Watch out for the hole there. Yeah, putting the markers on the map like with the flags so we know where we're going does make a big difference. We're going to work out this castle mission as well in a minute and see if we can plot that route. That's a bit of a concern, that one. Struggling a little bit on the hill there. I do understand now why they didn't put damage on this, and I kind of agree that it's not needed. I've seen a few people complain that they've made it too easy because there's no damage or no fuel, although fuel is used for something slightly different. But yeah, there's been a few complaints I've seen. But I don't think they've made it easier because of that, to be fair. I think, if anything, if you had damage on, you'd never get anything done. I think that would be the problem, because the roads and the routes you have to take are so destroyed by these different events. You get damage constantly, your suspension will be constantly going. I just couldn't see you actually getting anything done. So I do understand it. Seen a few people as well, strangely. I don't quite understand this personally. So I've seen a few YouTubers. I've not watched their streams because obviously I don't watch whatever we're playing. So not to spoil it, I want to go to a map I've not seen that map before, essentially. But I've seen a few YouTubers complaining that people are telling them how to play. Sure, that's the whole point of engaging, is it not? Someone says try it. Oh! That's not good. That was a complete mistake there. I was trying to knock out the old piece and obviously flipped us over in the meantime. What I can do though is I do have a big crane over here. What I'm going to do is bring the big crane to pick us back up. If anything, that's the only problem with the mule, is it tips very easily. It's not the most stable vehicle at times. A turn off the handbrake would help, wouldn't it? Especially when lifting things, it's just not the most stable. I'm hoping I can get that way. There we go. I do need to turn around admittedly. Just finding someone to do so. Come on, give me a gap so we can turn. But yeah, that's my big complaint with the mule, is its stability is poor. I don't know if there's a third upgrade version of the mule, to be fair. I think I need to check. Some vehicles you get the third version of them. Well, I might be able to, yeah, we should be able to turn here. We're going to go and rescue the mule now. That's the downside. I'm sure someone told me the other day, actually I didn't test it and I should have done, is you actually don't need to pull out the old pipe. You put the new pipe over the old one and it actually knocks it out. Should have tried it just then, to be fair. I'll try that in a second. Yeah, I'm sure someone told me you don't have to actually pull out the old pipe. I suppose it makes it unrealistic though if you're not pulling out the old pipe, doesn't it? If you're just placing the new one over it to knock it out. I think we'll carry on taking it out. I don't want to make it go that unrealistic. Ah, okay, that's a problem. There's a bit of a hole there. Don't tell me we're stuck. We are stuck. Yeah. Didn't think the hole was that bad. There is a few areas I've noticed now that we need to kind of fix. This now being one of them. There's no way I'm going to be able to get this back. Potentially crane, potentially can move us here. I know it's not, you're not meant to use cranes for this. All they need to do is knock us a little bit, I think. Nah, it's going to be on the rocks. I wonder if people do this in real life with cranes. Do anyone have ever seen someone use a crane to move their vehicle? It's not the same as using the mule's crane, to be fair. If I can just reverse it, it'd be handy. Yeah, I can't even reverse. And the more we do this, the more we are digging into the ground. Come on. I'd rather get it out than have to recover it, personally. So I think we're just digging into the ground too much. Yeah, I think that's why they didn't do it. I do agree. We've moved it enough now. We've moved it enough. We've got some movement. I know that's not how you're meant to use a crane, and I'm saying about realism. It kind of destroys it when you're doing things like that, I know, but try not to keep getting the vehicles back and forward. Are we stuck again? I've barely moved. I honestly barely moved. That is a big hole. That's a big hole. Right. Okay. There's no point messing around. Literally, we're trying to get to there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to retain it and bring it back. It's the only way out of that hole. Retaining doesn't cost you fuel either, which is why it's better to do retaining than anything else. Is that the mobile crane? Yes. Retain. Thank you. Deploy. So retaining doesn't cost you fuel. It's only when as long as it's going to a base, obviously. If you try and fast travel it elsewhere, it does. Yeah, the bump at the front was causing the issue, you reckon? To be fair, the big hole in the floor, the ground, kind of caused the issue first. But yeah, the bumper didn't help. But yeah, so that's a road potentially we need to do something with before we put a route on it. As I say, I know we need to put routes on a few of them, but we haven't done yet. So that might be a road, or at least filled in, we need to build. Turn. This turning circle is horrendous, as you'd expect, to be fair. It's getting dark, so I'm not going to be able to see too much where we can go here, so we're going to guess this. I think I can drive. Can I drive next to these? Not too deep. I normally go up on the grass, to be fair. But I'm hoping it's not too deep. Recycling that. So anything yellow we sell. You can't actually recycle yellow, from what I know. You have to sell it. I'm going the wrong way, to be fair. So all these tyres, as far as I'm aware, we can't recycle. We just sell them at the port. If you need more money. So if you want to get better vehicles, you need to kind of go on a selling spree, picking up all the stuff you can sell at the port to get more money to upgrade your vehicles. Things that we don't really do unless we really need to do recycling. We don't actually do it, to be fair. I think that's the replayability, isn't it? Where you can go back to every map and clean it up, essentially, and do extra things. You know, you could replace every road if you wanted to, if you had the time and inclination. But yeah, I suppose that's where the replayability comes from, especially for completionists and things. Fully, maintaining everything in an area. Okay, I'm hoping this will make the corners because this route has some quite, if I remember correctly, has some tight areas. We're on low range now because it's struggling over the ground. There's toy trucks on the second map, is there, that you can sell for wow, 10 grand each. I never saw the toy trucks. And we've done 100% of the missions. Missions 100% done, which this means the map's done. But interesting that there's things like that need to be found. I think there's a few little secrets people haven't found yet on the maps. To be fair, like toy trucks is quite cool. Okay, we are basically, if I didn't crash into the wall there, basically here. And mule is just over there, and that is also the pipe we need to do as well. So, first things first, we need to pick up the mule, and then we need to sort out the pipe. Okay, that's now up and back on its feet. While we're here with this, let's just quickly swap to the mule, just because I want to fold the crane. Where was that fold crane? Oh, engine's not running. There we go. There we go. We've already got the big crane out. We might as well use the big crane while it's here. Okay, I do want to put it back in the back of the mule if we can, because obviously then we can recycle it, because we are going to need more pipes, I'm pretty sure. Actually nowhere near, I thought I was a lot close on that. I need to bring it back a little bit, don't I? Because otherwise the crane won't fold. Just needs to come back ever so slightly, because otherwise that crane will not fold. There we go. Okay. Give me the other one. Definitely a lot easier using the big crane for this, I must admit, than using the mule and the small crane. There we go, we've done it. Substation up and running. It took longer than it should have done. We made some mistakes. Using the right vehicles does make a difference.
Right. If we're going to get this drilling equipment out, we'll need a reliable form of transport. I'm thinking the railway. All you need to do is clear out the cargo that's lying around and get the juice flowing again.
That's a different one. Right, let's start by taking our marker off. And let's have a look at what this new objective is. Obviously, we still need to do the steel beams. Commission to the railway. We need to get power to the railway and then clear the objects. So where are we getting power from? The substation. Oh, we have to. We're gonna lay our own cables, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna lay cables all the way to both of these, essentially. One there and one there. We could also lay cables to the steel pipe factory, I think, as well. Why is that not running? Because that need. Is there an issue there? Can't. Just checking there's no damaged pipe there. There doesn't seem to be. So why does power not run into there, other than the fact we maybe need to carry it ourselves? I can't see. There's a broken pipe there, which leads to the oil station. So there's one pipe need replacing there to get the oil station back up and running. But I can't see a broken pipe going to the steel pipes factory. We thought we'd be able to see it, but I can't see it. That's... Yeah, so we know that's going to be there, that's fine. So cable layer can do that, that's fairly simple. But before that, let's do the missions we've got to do before that. The one I'm worried about is this one. Right, wrong button. So this objective here, if we track and open... Why is it saying that? That's not what we need to do. Plot route. Steel pipes... Oh, yeah, it is from here, yeah. So we need to do a supply route from here to the castle. We need to plot this route. Now, there's a train in the way there that's going to cause an issue. Well, they're saying that there is a route here along this side of the trains. You need to be over this side. There's a road here they need to use, essentially. And I don't think it's going to make it just by setting a route. We need to move that bunch of trains there, ideally. And we can move them. They've got couplers on. So maybe that's something we need to do first, is move them. Then we can use this road here. This road goes round here, and then we need to go... That's a good point. How do we actually get up there? Oh, maybe not then. This road leads all the way up here to here. We're going to need to sort that out there. To plot a route, we're going to need to make sure that's doable. Down there. This big hole that we got stuck in over here, we need to sort that out as well. That's the only way of getting this route done. Isn't it, really? Okay. Salt mine entrance, that needs power too. I'm trying to see what we can use here. And we've also got the metal to deliver as well. There's a sand quarry there for sand, which is all well and good. But we're going to need quite a lot of sand, I think, to get this route up and running, especially down over here. Unless we can send them a different way, but I can't seem to see one. Unless I can jump off down there, which I don't think is doable. Don't know. No, there's no way they're going to come down this way either, are they? That seems to be the only route. Other than when you get to here, there is a back way. But again, we've not been that way, so we don't really know where it takes you. I'm guessing it brings you out somewhere around here. Be my guess. But I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that for a minute, I think. Let's have a look. Steel beams, we have 6, we need 10. as we're playing water pumping the mines exploration, it's better to be over prepared than caught off guard. That's why we have to reinforce its walls. Let's haul some steel beams over the lava quarry. Steel beams to there, need delivering. The only place to make steel beams is at the steel mill. And that's over here. And for that, we need to make 4 more, then take them to our storage so we can get across. Primero, good morning, good afternoon. How are you? Epic game. It's really good. Yes, you're right. It's really enjoyable. Steel beams is metal. There is lots of metal around here, to be fair. So, for this one, let's get this track. Let's get this mission underway. We can use our crane again, and we can move metal to and fro as we go. We only need enough to make 4 more. 4 more, and then we're good to go. So if we head down to where the mill is, and we can make these beams, and then we'll transport them back as well. We'll chuck them on a vehicle to carry, rather than do one at a time on the back of this. If there's anything we can take scrap metal wise down with us, we'll try to, though. Right, let's check the route we're going. Yeah, we're down here. We're basically following the vehicle that's doing the route there. But we've got all the rewards already from that, so it won't give us anything. Oh, that's steep. Have I gone the wrong way here? No, further along. I say that's steep. On the road. On the road. Yeah, I think we've got some road laying to do. I'm meant to have gone down there, aren't I? I thought I was. We have got some road laying to do, I think, to get that route going. There's no way we're going to get that route through past that substation without laying a new road, I think. That's something we do need to do. But I thought we'll get the beams done first, and then we'll do that route. There's going to be a lot of toing and throwing for that, I think. We have got a bigger tipper now that can also be used as a base tipper. So sand-wise, that shouldn't be too bad. It's getting the vehicles there, I think, is going to be half the issue. Now, I don't know how if this crane can do it. It may be too heavy, we shall see. It's maybe wishful thinking. It's going to be too heavy. Yeah. Thought maybe we could take it with us, but that's going to be too heavy for this. Hang on. I'll grab. We need enough in here. I don't know if a crane alone doing this is going to be enough, to be fair. We may need to bring, I don't know, a loader and do a load at a time, maybe. Because the zones are over here. I wonder if maybe we need to bring a loader over and load the loader up. Because I think this is going to take forever doing one bit like this at a time, isn't it? Okay. I think we load a vehicle up with metal, essentially. I think that's our best bet. Because this is going to take forever. So, what have we got currently that can carry stuff? Obviously, we've got that for vehicles. No. So that's our base carrier, essentially. And then this is that's a tipper. We've got the Tiger as well. That's the better version. That's also a dumper, isn't it? And that's it. Okay, so what I think is, I don't know if the dumper is the right vehicle, you know. Obviously, we know the Tiger can carry stuff. The Bay Cow is the sand. But that can carry more stuff, can't it, as well? Although I think it starts with sand automatically. So that's kind of pointless, because they're tippers, aren't they? Not carriers. That's a carrier, the Veyron. Let's have a quick look in the shop about that. Because we could also get just a cargo version of the mule as well. Currently we're using the cargo crane truck. We can get a different version. Semi. When we've been able to get a semi truck? Cargo truck there, the Azos. We haven't used the Azos, have we? Well, Scouts, the roadworks, they're dumpers, and cargo trucks. Cargo truck with blade, that was something I was looking at because it would be quite cool to push stuff as well, to be fair. Kathy, good afternoon, how are you? Let's have a look at the cargo truck. Yeah, see, I like that because you can also push stuff around. Let's get that. It's got a cargo bed of 12 tons and a grader as well. Yeah, we're going to buy that as a brand new vehicle for us. Well, there we go. That's in the brand new vehicle, the Cronenwork L34. Deploy it. We're going to send this to where we are currently with the crane. We can fill the bed up. Obviously, we need metal for 4 more steel beams. We take a right. So we just need the metal for 4 more beams. How are you, Kathy? How's your week been? But also, if we've got any issues with stuff in the way, this would be ideal for just pushing it. Sand flattening, asphalt destruction. Take the hints off, we don't need the hint. But yeah, I think this would become quite useful, this one. I say, if we need to make money, we can sell stuff at the port. But we'll see how we go. So the crane can fill this up with stuff, metal, and then you can take it to the pipe place. Through there, and that. So there's lots of metal around here. The more we can get in the back of the vehicle, the better. We need a heavy crane, won't we, for anything bigger here? I think the big pipe there. We'll need a heavy crane. Annoyingly. Okay. So back down here, there's the vehicle waiting for us. Probably should do this backwards, to be fair. So we can load that up with a load of metal. I'm hoping, I don't know if we just need to unstrap it once we're there. We might need to dump it, which means using crane twice. I'm hoping we don't have to. Where's it getting stuck? On some rubble, isn't it, behind us? Come on. There we go. Pull this up. Not bad, not bad. You've been watching other people play, have you? How have you found? How are they finding it? Okay. Right. First with him. This is really the first time I've had to do proper recycling. I think we've done bits and pieces in the past, but never really needed to do much of it, to be fair. Whereas now, we actually need to get bits to actually make things. It's also good practice with the crane, to be fair, because I know I struggle with the crane. I might want to cancel that route. What's that? Yeah, he just hit us. Thought he might. Where's that route? That's the operational one there. Open. No, it's not the right route, is it? That's a different route. No, not that one either. That one? No. That one? Yeah, that one. That's... I'll go to the beginning of it and I can cancel the route there. Once you've got all the rewards, I still don't know if it's worth keeping these once you've got all the rewards, that's the thing. They really like it. Some funny things happen to them. Oh, really? Imagine bringing that big pipe as well. I wonder if I can drag that using the crane. A big pipe will be worth quite a lot of materials recycling wise. Still struggle with the crane a little bit, I must admit. It's still, for me, quite tricky. Don't know, that's probably about it for the minute, isn't it? Okay, let's go and get this all delivered. My other half is messaging me for some reason. Bear with me a second. Thank you for the like, much appreciated it was. We're on the third map, Sunkern. Just showing off their desserts they're having. They're out going clip and climb today, and they're showing me all their desserts. We've got brand new sofas arriving tomorrow as well, and they're coming tomorrow morning. That's not really fun. Alright, so you can deal with that now. Yep, no worries, Tasco. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. And we'll speak to you soon, Tasco. Thank you, Tasco. Right, let's go and get this stuff dropped off. And then we'll come back for more. Getting up this bit is steep. It's not the best route, this. Again, maybe something we need to do to make that route easier. Now, do we need to unload this manually, or can we just unstrap it? No, we can unstrap. Perfect. So far, I've got enough for one steel beam. We need 4 in total. Yeah, so third map we're on currently. So that was enough for 1. We need more. Let's have a quick look. If we go, there is actually a way of doing this, isn't there? Materials, routes, all. Sand quarries, infrastructure, resources. There we go. This tells you where the resources are that you can go and grab. It's a good way of just knowing if there's a big pile, which there is here. To be fair, these longer pipes are over here as well. Let's see if we can drag one with the crane, because them longer pipes would be worth quite a bit when it comes to the metal. I would assume anyway. I need to change the load attach point, I think. Attach point there to a single part. I don't know if this will work, to be fair. What my thinking is, can we then attach that big metal pole and drag it? What is that attached to? Okay, if we attach to that, are we now fully attached? Okay, we're now attached to that pipe. Obviously, dragging it's not the best. I want it slightly off the floor if possible, but I obviously don't want to tip us over. Like that. It might be to use these you need your really big crane maybe. But I wondered if we could drag it. Yeah, we need a really big crane, don't we, here, to do that. Because I'm not going anywhere with that. Can I drag it? We've got a little bit of movement on it, but not very much. All depends on the route as well. I don't think I'm going to get up the hill. Yeah, no. I'm just destroying the road, to be fair. Big crane needed for those then. Toggle attach mode. Back to normal. Pretty get this over there. Yeah, so big crane needed for the big ones. I suppose we need a heavy duty trailer as well for them, to be fair. There is stuff down here. It just depends on the journey, doesn't it, to get back. There is some big stuff over here as well, that's the thing. Let's try down here. I know if you find tractors and things, you can sell them. I was hoping some of these containers and stuff, but it doesn't look like we can use any of those. Always really slow reversing this is. But yeah, we need 4 steel beams in total, and then we need to transfer 10 of them to where we're going. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how long the steel beams are. We may even need a bigger loader for that as well. So there's loads of stuff here metal wise. Let's bring this across. get what we can in it, take it across. All we can do is we've got to get this done, otherwise there won't have any pipes. So I know this probably isn't the most exciting picking stuff up and transporting them, but it is part of the game and part of what we need to do. Keep moving. I'm not sure how useful the smaller bits are, to be fair. I suppose it all counts. It might be worth chucking them into space as well, because it does all count at the end of the day. That's that him. Yeah, all this small stuff does count, so I suppose may as well chuck it all in. Have one over here. As long as it goes in, that's the main thing. So there's all them big pipes down there that maybe we are better off with a big loader here. If we need more, if we do need more, I think big loader here with big trailer would be a better option. Might actually got anchors down. No. More help, wouldn't it? Maybe it's round the edge of the road bit, just about. Yeah, there we go. Hoping gets one on as well, and then we'll take this round and see how much it gives us. There we go. All straps on. Let's go and get this delivered and see how much more we need. But yeah, I think next time a heavy loader, and then we can get the big pipes, because obviously you won't need as many of those. Okay, unstrap. So we've got 2 made, 2 still needed. Anthony, no worries, thank you for joining us, much appreciated. Hopefully we'll speak again soon. Thanks, Anthony. Okay. 2 more needed. Well, one and a bit really, essentially, we need now. Let's have a quick look where we need to go with the crane. There's a lot more down there. Let's move this out of the way. I think we potentially need to drive a little bit further forward. Because of all the stuff down there, I think we need to be, say there, I think we'll be alright. Oh, that automatically drops it. I didn't realise that. I thought we maybe had to still get it. Okay. I don't know if we can still pick that up. Under the truck. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Actually, on the crane mode camera makes it a little bit easier to see. I still do struggle with the crane controls sometimes like this. I know what I'm trying to do. There we go. It's in. Right, we just need enough metal for 1 and a bit more pipes, and then we need to then transport them to our base and then pick them up elsewhere. I don't know how big the metal beams are. I'm hoping to get them all in one in that truck. Because I don't know how big they are. That could be a problem. Just drop them down a bit. We need to go further out here. But yeah, next time I think maybe we need the bigger crane here. This little crane's all well and good, but the big stuff is going to be needed. And we can't pick any of it up. Go. Well, I'm hoping one more of those, maybe some little bits, and that should be enough, hopefully. What's that on? Right, stretch this out a bit. That way should miss the edge. Okay. Can be a bit deceiving also from when we're looking down on things to see if they're actually in the right place or not. I do find that a bit deceiving at times. Alright, what do we got? That's not a bad shout. I think we can put that on top as well. There we go. Is it going to be enough for what we need though? That's the question. Okay, let's see if that's enough for what we need. Hoping it is, but I'm not sure. Maybe we might still need a little bit more, really. Okay. How are we looking? 4 beams, fantastic. So 4 beams are now done. We now need to deliver them to our base, so then we can transfer them to our other base, and then we can transport them to the lava quarry. So let's take out one. I don't know what they look like. Oh, they're quite small and diddy, to be fair. Okay, so we can use our crane over here to put them on our vehicle. So we need to pick up 4 of those, chuck in the back of the vehicle, and then drive them back to base. And then we'll just go across, and we'll have to get our... I don't know, can we transport them all in one? I'm not sure, to be fair. I don't know if we've got a vehicle that can manage all of them in one. They're not big at all, though, are they? So maybe. Right, we kind of need a backup to this, I think. It will drop it. That's a good point. I should have made a mistake there. We should have picked it up. The minute we change vehicle, it will automatically drop this on the floor. Right, let's turn this round. Yeah, I forgot that's what it will do. Found that previously. Oh, too much. There we go. Right, let's get all 4 of these on the back of the truck. Get them delivered, and then that's the start of the next bit we need to do. And then after we've delivered all 10 of these, what we'll do is we'll look at the road for the castle, see if we can get that sorted. I think that's going to be quite a big job. Quite a few roads to sort out, to be fair. Can I not extend any more than that? I can't, can I? There we go, it's in. Not the best, to be fair, but it's in. I actually can't get these to come out while I'm in this vehicle. And neither can I here. What do I need to do to get these out? Oh, take out, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually going to get this a bit closer, I think. The more you use the smaller crane here, the more I'm finding out actually it's a pain more than useful. Especially after using the big one. Yeah, I think if we stack these correctly, we could deliver these in one shot, which is for the next mission. I don't think it'll be that bad to deliver all 10. Which means we'll use the mule for that then and deliver all 10 in one go. Ah, I missed it. To be fair, I had the wrong camera on. Okay, this last one in, and then we can go and drop these off. I still missed that. Dun 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 dun. Should have just dropped it there and then, to be fair. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Right, we strap this up. We need to deliver this back to our base of operations and then send it across the other way. The only downside of having this on this big bucket essentially on the front is it gets caught on things when you try and go downhill. Come on. What are you getting stuck on? Trying to avoid the big pipe there, and it's kind of caused me a nuisance there. I think there's a big rock that's catching it. That's out. Or is it the bucket that's causing the issue? I think it's the bucket actually. Grader control, change mode. I think I need to lift the grader up. That's as high as it goes. Yeah, it's the grader that's causing us the issue here. I thought this would be a really good vehicle to have, but actually it's the grader that's getting caught. Didn't think it'd be a hindrance, to be fair. Come on. Should be able to get around there now. Yeah. That is as high up as it can go as well. On the grader. Mode. Marching. Yeah, maybe not as useful as it first looks. But maybe useful later on, maybe. Don't know. But yeah, going downhill could potentially be a problem. Right, low range off. Follow the road round. We can deliver these to base. That's really the first major lot of recycling. I've done the odd recycling for little things like the odd pipe here and there, but to actually do 4 beams, that is a first for us. This way. So I reckon the mule can deliver all of these in one go, I think. I don't think they're too big to manage that. We are going to need a crane there though. Put them on back. Might even just use the big crane because it's easy to use, to be fair. Right, which one? I think it's the one on the right to put in, one on the left to stake out. So if I now, bear with me a second, there's someone at the door. I knew it's going to happen. There's always a parcel. Whenever we straighten, there's always one morning in that streaming time where we have to get up to the door with the time. Right. Unstop cargo. I don't want to take them out. I can't remember. How did we get these in last time? I think we have to be fully in, don't we? Will we be fully in? Yeah, there we go. So they've now been transferred. We've got 10 in storage according to the top right, we can see on the screen. 10 in storage. Look at all that wood that can be chopped up. We're going to go to the garage. We need to call back in the... I forgot about the Vey one as well. That's another hauling vehicle, isn't it? Obviously, with the crane itself, it makes it easier to use the mule. So we retain the mule, deploy it, and we are now ready to go and deliver these to the quarry. So it's this one over here is where we need to take them out from. We're going to load ourselves up essentially. Resource storage. Why does it do that? There we go. 10 steel beams need to be taken out. There they all are. And we need to load ourselves up with them all. May need to move more than once here. Kind of need to load these in a way that it's not going to be a pain in the butt once we get to where we're going. But also so it's quite a stable load really. Let's actually use the camera. Right, we're going to get this one over here first. Makes the most sense. Okay, a little bit too far in the back. First one in. A little bit easier to see it from above, I think. To actually work out, obviously height can be a problem, but actually work out whether we're over or not. It's definitely a lot easier than it from above. Number 2. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. What do you think, Kathy? How are you finding it? Like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing what all the different maps have to offer you, because they're all going to be different, different emergencies essentially. I understand there's going to be a bit of crossover between vehicles and what you're doing. So I think there could be a point where you use the same vehicle quite a lot, it gets a bit of a pain in the butt. But there's so much to do, but also so much you can do that's not necessarily mission related. You know, there's loads of roads you could build yourself if you really wanted to. If you wanted to spend that time. I may need to move for the rest of these really. Although it says we can pick them all up. I definitely think it's one of those things that also requires some patience. Like snow running in a lot of ways, you do need patience, otherwise it's so easy to mess things up. Some people will do it differently. Yeah, I think it's one of those games that lends itself to so many different methods, doesn't it? Let's quickly sort of move this slightly forward. Make it a little bit easier to pick some of these up. Definitely having the camera above though, I think, does make a difference. still do struggle though with these cranes sometimes. I wouldn't say my loading's the best, but it's on there. As long as it's fairly stable, I think we'll be okay. Some funny things. Yeah, we probably don't build as many roads as we probably should, to be fair. There are places that I know we're going to need to put them today. We probably should build more roads, and we have done so far. But then, I've always found there's a way of doing things that doesn't necessarily require a road. But yeah, I think we definitely don't build as many as we probably should. But I think in a minute after this delivery, we're gonna have to. I don't think we're gonna get any of the routes done otherwise that we need to do. Wait for a sale. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, to be fair. It's not a full price game either, so you probably could get it for a decent amount in a few months' time, to be fair. Maybe after DLC's out as well, it might drop down. They may have a sale on that way. Right, 2 more to load up, and that's the full 10. It's definitely, like I say, not the best loading, but it's there. Move the camera off from above, then I couldn't see where I was. Right, I want to go on this left-hand side. There we go. 1 more to go. Last one, and then we can get going. So I've built quite a few roads, just makes it easier, but I don't have to go back over to the sandwich watch to wear something else. Yeah, no, absolutely. We've not built really many roads, and that's probably where some things taking us a little bit longer. Maybe that's what we need to look at. It's how many roads we actually build. Because I do think we're not building many. And I think that is a problem, or it's causing us some issues. As much as cranes causing me, to be fair. Right, that is now all of those, all 10 on board. None left. Bolt crane, toggle anchors, strap, cargo. There's our 10. Well, there's an update already. The update only changed a few little things, nothing major, to be fair. It was mainly bugs and things. Yeah, I've heard the fueling may be coming in the future. Right, let's see where we need to be taking this for a start. We're heading to the quarry. Delivery point is there. To get here from where we are, there is a route here. Ah, there's a route straight there, actually. That's not a bad shout. So if we turn this round, we can go via the water but take a right without going into the water, and we should get it straight there. So yeah, once we've delivered these 10, we'll then look at that route from the castle, which we know is going to need sand. It's going to need some road works, essentially. So we'll try and get that sorted next. But yeah, definitely building roads does make life easier. We just need to do more of that, essentially. Come on. Yeah, like I said, my biggest gripe is we generally use the same vehicle all the time for the same job. There's not a massive choice of vehicles in terms of that do the same kind of job. Which I can understand why that is as well. There's so many different jobs, you need specific vehicles. If someone who likes to change a vehicle a lot, it does get annoying, but it's just one of those little things. But the fuel in the vehicles would be an interesting one. You'd need like a mobile fuel carrier essentially. Right. No, don't. Ah! My own fault, I took it too steep. That's my own silly fault. No! Right, I'm gonna have to get the crane there, aren't I? Because I need to put it back. Ah! That's my own silly fault. That's annoying. To be fair, I was actually I was getting a drink and I wasn't controlling it properly. And I should have done. Do I need my big crane? Probably not, to be fair. Small crane should be able to move him. I just need to move him. Let's retain. Deploy. Trying to get a drink. Trying to drive. I should have just stopped. That would have been the easiest way. Took the corner too tight because of it. And, yeah, rolled the vehicle. Luckily, it's not too far away and we can quickly get over there and get it right. Not self-righting, but righted. Which means I'm playing Construction Simulator and SnowRunner. It is a mix of the two, isn't it, essentially? Some people say it's better, is it? The SnowRunner I still really enjoy, to be fair. It's just SnowRunner's different in terms of the difficulties level is higher, I would say. But yeah, it's definitely a mix between the two, which isn't a bad thing in the slightest. Come on, crane. This is the upgraded crane as well. It's not even the rusty one. Does not like these slopes. Come on. So just round this corner is my mistake. So when I want a drink next time, I'll stop and have a drink rather than try and turn the corner. There we go. There's our mistake. Alright, let's get him righted, shall we? Best way of doing this is probably... there. It's not going to take much to get it back on its feet. I just need to make sure I'm not being silly with it. Pull them tight. Can't pull the ropes tight. Come on, pull the ropes tight. I need the ropes tight so I can actually put it across. For some reason it won't pull the ropes tight. Yeah, it won't pull, I don't know why it won't pull the ropes tight. Okay, maybe a little high. Come on. I know it's got a load of metal beams on, but come on, it can't be that difficult to pull. Surely. Can't tighten the ropes up anymore either. Let's go that way. What's it going to do? can't pull it, it's too heavy. Okay, if that's the case, it's too heavy. What we need to do... I think that's what the issue is, it's too heavy. And this crane can't handle it. Yeah, this crane can't handle how heavy this is. Which is the issue, I think. All it needs is a tiny little bit across, and this crane just can't do it. It's just not strong enough. What about though if I attach to a single point? Let's just try this before we bring in the another crane. That one, because all I need to do is move a silly from one point, because it just needs to go onto its own wheels a tiny bit. So let's try. I don't know if that'll be the right one. Yeah, see, I've got nothing there. Okay, so not that one. That's fine. Let's have a look. Oh, it's so close to me. No, it's upside down now. I didn't want it upside down. It was not my plan in the slightest. Although actually, there might have, if we can get this to turn a little bit now, this might be okay. Turn. Didn't turn the way I wanted it to, ideally. I was hoping it'll turn on its wheels. Carry and drag it. No. Right, I may need to reattach from another point. Oh, it's so annoying. All I want to do is get them delivered. Okay, so on its side. I don't want it on its side. I don't actually... Have we got enough so I can start the engine? No. Okay, it's not enough that we can start the engine. So close to being upright. I swap to it. Stalled again. Because if we can I know we've got our own crane. Hang on. We're not stalled because our crane is working. And we want to do that. Spin. Come on. There we go. No. Oh, it's gone the other way. Seriously? Ah. I thought we had that corner then. I really thought that was... Right, what I can do, I think, this time is we can tow it. If we attach to one single point and then pull it forward, surely. We'll try front end, I think. Right, that's there. was hoping I can just put it straight over, to be fair. That'd be a no then. Don't stall. I've stalled that one as well. Ah! Okay, we've now stalled 2 vehicles. Yeah, it's too heavy. Right, okay. Enough messing around. We need a big crane. Yeah, we're going to need the big boy, aren't we? I cannot believe I've done it with 2 different vehicles. It's ridiculous. This crane we can now bring back. Retain that. How much is the proper version of this, I wonder? Is it 44,000 for the better version of that? Even looking ahead at what vehicles are coming up, there's some decent ones there. Right, what do I do? Deploy. Okay, we know we've got to drive with this, so that's not too... The driving isn't the problem. It's then the actual vehicle, but yeah. The small crane's already been retained back, so that's already in the warehouse. It's just the vehicle we're meant to be using, the mule, to transport the iron bars. Iron bars? The steel things. I've lost the complete train of thought after all that. How is it possible we take a corner too tightly, my own fault, and then we send a vehicle to help it? In the process, give both vehicles to stall and have to call in the big guns. How is that doable? But this is what these good games give you. It's the journey they give you. Like, for those that aren't aware as well, this isn't our normal streaming times. We actually stopped doing afternoon streams for a little while because of me getting drowsy and having some issues with narcolepsy and things. Hence today's stream will finish when either 3 PM GMT or I'd have to fall asleep. Either one, I'm not sure which one is going to happen first. But next week, back to normal. We're going to have Assassin's Creed Shadows on Monday. We'll look at the new update, which is a crossover between another game, I think it is. We'll have a proper look next week. Okay. Let's do this properly, shall we? Anchor's out. Now, do I want to lift the whole car up? I don't suppose I do. I think I need to change attach mode. Lift from there. And then it's not quite in the air yet. It is nearly. Is that enough to bring it on its wheels? It's as far out as I can go there. I don't think it's enough. All I want to do is put it on its wheels, which is basically there. I just need to move it forward, really. Okay, we are going to have to use a crane this out a little bit. All I'm trying to do is get us back on our wheels. That crane is not helping us, right? We're still the game. Right, that might be a bit easier now, though. It's away from the rock. Come on. Right, that's on its wheels. Surely. Okay, fold crane. Can we drive, or are we stuck in a hole? That was my concern. That we may have been, oh, I've got handbrake on. Ignore me. Take the handbrake off, we can drive. I always forget about handbrake. I don't know what it is, but I always forget we've got to leave the handbrakes on. Right, we're good to go. Ignore that sort of tiny mistake in the last 20 minutes of messing around trying to sort out. We are off and running again. And the worst thing is we're here. We don't actually have to go far to deliver this. We're already nearly there. But because of that nightmare of a corner, on the road again, off we go. Just, yeah, silliness on my part. Right, let's go and get these delivered anyway, and that'll be one mission complete, and then we'll have a look at these roads we need to sort out for the next route. Including some big holes we've got to fill. Right, we're here. Handbrake on. There we go. I believe so. Use to complete objective. So we're going to go onto the map to complete the objective according to this. Open, confirm. That is the steel beams, the lava quarry that will help them shore up the sides of the mining tunnels when they decide to go inside to do that. Right, done. Let me now have a drink without taking a corn at the same time. Now we know the railway station needs commissioning, that's fine, we know how to do that. This is the one that concerns me, is establish a supply route to the Castle Field camp. So the castle's over here, and plotting this route out is going to be a nightmare. Unless we go back, it's not going to be a brilliant route down, is it? I didn't see that back way in, to be fair. But following this route round, and this is the route we've got to make these vehicles take, so it needs to be okay. So the substation here isn't too bad until you get to here. I don't know if a load of sand on there would solve that, to be fair. And then there's a big issue. This wasn't too bad, but could do with being sorted. And there's a big issue here. Now we could send them on the longer route, which means going this way. But we've not really been there ourselves, so I don't actually know where that leads to. It's kind of the edge of the map bit. That's a good point, actually. Is there a road here? There is, it goes through there. So where does this take you then? If there's a road here, that is kind of the edge of map, so maybe I don't think you can go that way, which means our only route really is past the substation. There is, I say that, there is a route here, but there's no way we're going to get vehicles down there, back up and down. Maybe here, and then they can go that way. We're still going to get them across the railway track anyway, don't we? No matter what happens, they've got to get across that railway track. So, unless they come this way, they don't. Okay. I think first and foremost, we've got the big hole here we need to fill in with sand. I think that's first job. Once that's done, we may even tarmac it, to be honest. We need to move all these rocks and probably fill with sand and tarmac as well there. And then this bit here we need to do something with. And then hopefully that'll work. But we shall see. I think that's our best bet of making this route doable. But we need to get vehicles there first and foremost anyway. So in the garage, we need our road vehicles. And we need... Well, first and foremost, we actually need our sand. So this is the bigger version of the tipper. This also becomes a mobile sand point as well. I don't actually know where it is at the minute, but we'll deploy it here. So other vehicles can fill up their sand from this one. So we need to get that over there. We can also just yeah, the other thing I don't know actually, let's check this first, is quarry. So we're going to be doing over here. So there is a sand point over that way. So really we want to park this up as a mobile sand point. And use that as the mobile rather than using it as a tipper. Yeah, so we don't want to use this as a tipper truck, we want to use it as a mobile sand point. And then we'll have to get our other tipper out to do the actual sand work. But this hopefully will give us a doable route, or usable route essentially. That's the plan anyway. No! Too far to one side. Why is that tipper slightly opening its door there? Went slightly too far to one side there and went off the bank. But we know it's safe. Today isn't going well when it comes to taking corners and things, I've noticed. Today I've had a few issues with a few corners. Come on, there we go. Tipper is closed, isn't it? Yeah. Right, stay left here. Why have I managed that? I've done that again. Come on, up you go, up you go, up you go. There's not much sand left in here, is there, by the end of this? Right. I don't actually know. I'm assuming if you completely flood an engine, you just have to you have to get it back to your warehouse and then go again, I think. But yeah, this hasn't been easy enough. Don't know what it is today. I don't normally have an issue with this. This is full speed as well. Can't go any faster than this. Low gears off as well. Right, we stay here, follow this up, road's there. That tractor there can be recycled if you wanted to at some point. Come on. Over the tyres that are under the water there. And then we need an empty dumper truck as well, as I say, we'll use this as the mobile quarry. So we're going to need an empty dumper truck to come and get sand from it. The thing is, you want to go and start building roads, you've got to get all the equipment to that location as well. I'm not too sure how we're going to get the rest of the equipment there, to be fair. Don't know if we don't have a vehicle loader as far as I'm aware. Got heavy equipment one, but we've tried to put stuff on it before, and you can't actually strap it down, which tells me it's not for vehicles. So I'm not entirely sure what we use. Okay. So there's the power station on the left. And then we'll get this past the power station. I don't really know if I want to use a mobile standpoint where we need to be, by how much of a radius it has. We'll have to look at that once we're through here. We need to park this up and just see what the radius is really. Okay, we park that up. So that's the radius there itself that we're going to be using. There's a hole here, isn't there? So what I think we go basically this corner over here. We want it close enough we can use it, but I don't want it too close it's in the way, because I don't want to tip with it. This will be a mobile quarry. Why are you not going left? What's going on with this? Why don't even go left anymore? Yeah, my driving today has not been good, I must admit. Feels like I've just messed things up. That should be a lot easier. Time-wise, you know, I'm not actually feeling drowsy, but then, to be fair, the drowsiness kind of comes out of nowhere. Currently, though, I don't feel too bad. We're really struggling here with this as well. Don't quite know why, which is a bit of a concern when it comes to... There's no obvious reason of why we're struggling, but look, I can't even... We might have to tarmac the whole road. All I'm trying to do is get to... There we go. There's no rocks or anything in front of us under the wheels. There is now. Oh, it's that. We got a metal barrel underneath us, that's why. Where did we hit that? Oh, that's the old pipe that we didn't do anything with. Is that what's caused all that issue to us? Yeah, we've had that underneath us the whole time. Right, anyway, that can stay there. I didn't even know that was there, to be fair. Okay, mountain base, we want our... Not a rusty dump truck. We want our other dump truck, ideally. This one here. We have got a newer version. We'll retain that. This is the Tiger. There we go. So it already comes with one load of sand inside already, which is always a bonus. Right, now we're going to get to the same place again as this. And start laying sand wherever we want to build this road to make that route doable. Obviously we could just do the whole route, but I don't I probably could, to be fair. It's not always whether we need to, it's whether it's quicker to do so. We obviously don't know if we're going to need to use that route at all anymore. Knowing now, like, we won't need to. But until this other route's established and working, or until it's all the rewards are done, the route needs to be usable and long-term usable. Why are you stuck? This is the bit with gravel on. Why are we getting stuck here? What is going on today? Have I got something stuck underneath us or something? I can't even move. What is going on today? Oh, no diff lock. There we go. I didn't even notice. It's 'cause when you retain a vehicle, you don't. They don't go on automatically unless they're locked on. Yeah, well spotted, Crazy Irishman. That might be the issue with the other dump truck as well. Why I was struggling. I didn't even look to see if they were on or not. So yeah, that could have been the issue with the other dump truck as well. Part of me was hoping we'd get this map finished today, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere near finished. We completed, what, 3 or 4 missions, I think, with the transformer being done as well and delivery and things. I think we're still a long way off. Laying the power cables will be okay, that shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. We don't know what's next, and also northeast of the map we still haven't been to. And there's power lines, there are some things that lead that way. I think there's going to be more pipe work to be done as well. But yeah, what's about Crazy Irishman? You see how the mud is getting more and more. This route, we've used it quite a bit now. The mud is getting worse. Then after we put some sand down, we then need to go and get the thing with the bucket that I can't remember the name of, to kind of level out. Just to how this road fills in, really, this gap, this big hole. I'm not too sure how it's going to fit in, really. Okay. Straight down here, yeah. From what I remember when we drove the other vehicle and ended up in this hole, it's a big hole. But it's such a winding road, this one as well. Okay. There's our hole. That's why we had so many issues before, was that hole caught us out massively. Obviously, if you put road there, you'll get more grip, which I think is the point, isn't it? And obviously, the more grip you have, the easier it is to traverse. So I'm not quite close enough to refill with sand, though. But we are there. It's quite nice having the mobile quarry, then you don't have to go too far, to be fair. Just take a little bit of the realism out of it, doesn't it? That's the only downside. Kind of need to level this out so it's not such a steep slope, essentially, is my thinking. And try and make it so it's a little bit easier to, like, more of a gradual slope, essentially. Right. Because we don't have too far to get sand, this actually does make this not too bad. I think one more and then we go and get the next vehicle to come and do its thing. And see how we're looking in terms of trying to even this out. I started doing it there. I can't refill sand. There's no sand in it. I think it thinks it's giving us sand, but it hasn't. It didn't give us a whole load, it gave us a bit by the looks of things. Let's try that again. No, I think we're out of sand. Yeah, I think we're out of sand. Yep, a mobile quarry is only good enough for what it can hold itself. But we don't actually have far to go to get more. Because right nearby is actually a quarry itself. We're just not quite close enough. Okay, we are getting somewhere. If we go to the map, we can actually see how much. There we go. That's how much it does. I need to get. It's actually quite. That's actually quite a journey. I thought we were quite close to it, but actually we're not. Not as close as I thought, anyway. Okay. So we got 3 or 4 loads out of this as a mobile quarry. I wonder if we can actually make this do itself, lumping up sand automatically. I don't think we can. Some of the roads you can get them to do the jobs for the roads while you're off doing other things. But that's all you can really do with the AI, I think. Slightly off-road there where they shouldn't have been. Right, we need to follow this road north. The map is correct. Yeah, left here. We take another left and then it's follow it all the way north till we get anywhere near the sand. I think one more for that kind of hole should be plenty. Then we level it out so it's not as sharp a gradient, and then probably tarmac it, mainly for the reason that you then get more grip when you go to use it, is my thinking with the tarmac. This thing is very responsive to controls. Am I going north there? No, we need to take a left here. Right, up here we go. I think the electricity mission can be quite a simple one to do, to be fair. I don't think it's going to take that long. But the castle mission is older, so I want to try and get the castle one done if we can. Once we've done this hole and the rocky bit, after that we need set the route up and then just see if it works. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, we're going to have to fix whatever we come across. It's going to be a pain in the butt, I'm sure, that route. Can't think of another way of doing it though either. Let's have him fly, and then we could do it, but speed things up. Hang on, I've gone too far. I need to take a left. That's the train station there. Yeah, I need to take a left just there. This should be the quarry. Right. You may be able to tell I'm getting a little bit drowsy. I think I'm okay for the minute, but it is affecting things. Hence why we stopped doing afternoon streams. Why not inside the circle yet? Oh no, we've got to get, okay, we've got to get through this metalwork here. Thing is, if we need any more, we've got to come back here and do this all again.
Now I'm going to look away, so why don't you go ahead and use that crane, since you were so good with it last time. Not that I was watching.
What? No, we can't use the crane because we need power. You just told us to use the crane, but the cranes here, these ones require power. Until we've got the power tier, we can't actually use the cranes. I don't think anyway. Yeah, power failure. So until we've got power running to here, which I think will be quick and easy to do, and that will also unlock that facility there as well. I was quite good at my throwing last time, I thought. Right, anyway. We've got our sand now, which is what we came here for. Now we're going back and hopefully not leave many more groves at this. It's a long journey for sand. Obviously, this is going to be a harder vehicle to use now it's full of sand compared to when it was empty, I think. There is a difference between empty vehicles and full vehicles. It's very noticeable when it comes to turning, speed, that kind of thing. Don't want to get over it, it was in my way. Okay. Right, this is the route, isn't it? Let's just double check where we're going here. So we need to come out, take a right, follow this all the way down till we get to that house there. Sounds such an easy route, but it's not, and it's quite a way to go as well. What's the betting we send the first load from the castle to where it's going, and it turns out absolutely perfect. We didn't do anything. No, that would be sod's law. Right, just gotta be careful here. I don't know which one we're going here, there's two routes. That one there to the right. Can break off with help, wouldn't it? Come on. Not that way. And my words are going, yeah. I think I'm kind of at that point. I can't control it even now. We knew this was possible to happen, to be fair. The drowsiness, this is why we don't do afternoon streams anymore. It's because of the drowsiness, and yeah, I'm kind of at that point. I can't drive in a straight line anymore. The words are slurring as well. Ah, it's annoying because I want to get this done. Right, okay. We've got quite a bit done, to be fair. We've done a couple of the missions. We've got the transformer now into the substation, which gave power back to this substation. We just need to get this road working. And we've delivered some other things as well. But yeah, Crazy Ashburn, I think you're right. that is going to be it for today. We're ending a little bit earlier than I was hoping. There was always that risk that the drowsiness would get too bad. I wouldn't be able to do it. This is the problem with afternoons. Hence why we've stopped doing afternoon streams recently. I just can't manage them correctly at the minute. We're still waiting for the doctor. I believe we're due to. I thought we was due to speak to him this week. Supposedly it's now Monday. Annoyingly, we will be back live Monday morning, but we'll be doing Assassin's Creed Shadows Monday morning, and then my thinking is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday RoadCraft, Friday Assassin's Creed, depending where we are with it. But Friday could be changed easily between whatever we want to do. But yeah, I'm too drowsy now to carry on. As the head's still crashing and not going in a straight line. We're 60% done on Sunken. We've actually completed 10 out of 10. No, wrong map. That one. See? We've completed 16 of 23 objectives, 4 of 10 side objectives. And as you can see, most of the map is uncovered bar the northeastern side. A massive thank you to you guys for today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Apologies for finishing early. As I say, we all knew this was a possibility. And this was a surprise stream based on the fact we could during the half term. And now I know half term has been annoying and we've not been able to do as much as we wanted to do. When it comes to streaming and we've got no episodic content, hopefully we'll get back to normal next week and I'll get the episodic content back on top of it as well, is my plan, my hope. But that is it. A massive thank you guys. Thank you, Crazy Iceman, Kathy, Patrick, anyone else who's still there. A massive thank you for today. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back Monday morning. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and we'll see you on live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.